What's up, guys? Hunter from Bumps in the Night Paranormal here, and I feel like people. Well, first off, you're probably wondering where I'm shooting, and it's not my room. I'm inside of a shed. I'll just go ahead and get that out of the way. But I feel like a lot of people, I've had it asked me several times, like, where am I in my videos, or like, yeah, it's cold. You know, what are my experiences with the stuff that I'm investigating? So I figured that I would just go ahead and make a video outlining that. And in this video, I'm just going to talk about my specific experiences with Sasquatch and Bigfoot. If you clicked on it because of the thumbnail, I'll get to that in a minute. Or I could just go ahead and get that out of the way. That, my friend took that. It's from a video, and if I can get this new editing software that I'm trying to download to work, I'll put that video at the end of this one. Basically, that's a power line right away, and using Google Maps, they have like this measurement thing, and we measured that whatever he filmed was about 2,000 feet away from where he was filming, and to me, it looks like a defined Head and Shoulders, and it's big. And I know that there's been a lot of people that say, well, it's probably bear. It's Tennessee. But where we are in Tennessee, we're in Middle Tennessee. We're right outside of Nashville. There's a huge wildlife reserve right outside this window right here on the other side of the camera. And there's like one bear sighting every 5 years. And I'm not saying that it's impossible for that to be a bear, but I mean, I've been to Gatlinburg. Well, that maybe sounds stupid. I've seen bears in real life. I've never seen anything that massive. We had a size comparison, and I didn't get it on video, unfortunately, but we put 4 people standing side by side, all wearing black, exactly where that thing was, and we couldn't even see him from the road when we zoomed all the way in with the same phone that was used to record it. So whatever that was big. Anyways, back to my personal experiences. My first experiences, I would say, happened when I was a child, outside that window in the woods behind my house, which is the game reserve. Seeing stuff that was just scary. You know, when I was little, I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. This could be a Bigfoot because, well, my family didn't, I don't want to say I didn't believe it, just never thought about it. But it wasn't until middle school my friend that took the video was like, you know, hey, do you believe in Bigfoot? And my friend's Elliot, he's on the other videos. Hey, do you believe in Bigfoot? Well, I guess, I don't know. You know, Bigfoot stuff happens around where I live all the time. You want to check it out? Sure. So we would go camping. And this is where my eyes were really opened. The first crazy Bigfoot experience I ever had, me and my friend Elliot were camping, and we were on this old logging road, which is the last video, A Night in Bigfoot Country. That's just that exact same spot pretty much, except for where the tree fell. That's where the camp was. And it's this old logging road in the middle of the well, not in the middle of the reserve, but right at the reserve. And at night we were woken up by this noise that I can't recreate it. I've lived here my whole life, never heard anything else like it. It's like a wah. No. That was ridiculous. If you want to meme that, go ahead. It was like a low guttural, like wah, 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 but like really loud, and it was really close. His dad was with us, and he got his gun out and just kind of walked around at the camp, and it was just gonna make sure there's nothing too close to us. Well, we all went back to bed, and we woke up again, and we're close to a creek at the bottom of the hill where the logging road is, and we could hear stuff, rocks and brush being picked up and thrown into the creek. We didn't want to get out of our tents, I guess for obvious reasons. I mean, we could have hiked all the way back to his house, but that's putting ourselves even. We didn't want to see whatever it was. You know, I was probably like 13. Then I captured the first time I think I might have captured one on video, and that is If you scroll down, I think it's the first video on my YouTube channel. It's got like not quite 600 views. It's 3 seconds long. I was 13 years old, and it was right here. Or 13 or 14, I don't remember. But it scared me because I heard what sounded like somebody driving a truck through the forest. Looked up in time enough to see something up there. Ran inside the house, grabbed my Acer, not even an Acer tablet. I don't remember what it was. But it ran out and got 3 seconds of footage. You decide for yourself what it is. But I've gone back to that game reserve so many times, that one spot, and each time we see something different, we'll hear a wood knock or a howl that sounds like the Ohio Howl recordings. I've got footprint casts. I guess I should, oh man, those are in my house. Should have brought them out here. But I've seen too many things for me to discredit people who tell stories of seeing these things, because I know they're real. I've seen them myself. The first time I saw one. This is the first time I saw one. We were coming back from Florida on a family trip, and we were, I want to say, in northern Florida. In northern Florida, you've got the interstate, and on either side of the interstate, like wilderness, right? And there's this huge patch where you can kind of see through the trees, and I straight up saw what looked like, the only way I could describe it at the time, I think I was about 14, 15, I think 14, it looked like a gorilla stand up. And that's all that I caught of it. But it definitely did not look like a human. It looked like a silverback gorilla while we were passing. We were in traffic, so it was slow, and I just kind of happened to glance out the window, and I just see this massive gorilla-looking shape stand up. Which, I mean, I don't understand why it would be that close to the interstate, but, I mean, I don't know. I've seen a Sasquatch, I think, one time since then, on the same right-of-way that video was taken, on the other side of the road. Me and Elliot stared at this thing for about 10 minutes, and we thought we were psyching ourselves out because it looked like an ape. But we were like, is it moving? Because we could both see the same thing. And every now and then you would just see kind of like a from it. And we're like, we must not be seeing an actual Sasquatch. You know, it must just be our eyes. We're like looking at something too long and it's starting to look like Sasquatch because it wasn't moving that much. Came back the next day and whatever it was wasn't there. So that freaked us out. And we hiked down there and I put a game camera there. We found a really nice Bigfoot track. I took a picture of it. But the game camera only caught deer, unfortunately. And I know what I was looking at was not a deer because it wasn't shaped anything like a deer. But I've just had a lot of experiences myself. Heard stuff living here my whole life. Things that, you know, my parents couldn't understand. Stuff like that. And, you know, we'll be walking the dog at night. You'll hear something that sounds as big as a human, if not bigger, walking around on the hill. And recently, I came home with my little brother, who normally I get home after school about 15 minutes after he does. I get home, and he's still outside. Normally he'd go inside. Well, he ran and said, shh, listen up there. So we came in the backyard and we're listening. And it sounds like somebody with two rocks. Let me see if I can demonstrate this. This is what it sounds like. And we're going, what is that? Because I'm thinking it's a person. And Elliot was with me. We walked about halfway up the hill and we hear like something get thrown and something take off running. And I knew right then that it was probably a Sasquatch. No one's been around here. And that kind of leads us right up to today. I mean, anything that I've experienced Squatch related is on the videos you see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll try to link 2 videos, like right here. Maybe the logo right on my head. But thanks for watching. And if you like this hat, it says Indigenous. It's made by Indigenous 1492. Some of you might know I'm Native American. It's a great store to find. They have a store on Etsy. They make a bunch of cool Native American apparel. Go check them out. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like the hat a lot. I think they deserve more. sales. But thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe.